Hmm. What I do find really interesting is we have this like very contradictory energy because you have these like two reversals on either side, and then you have this Four of Wands smack in the middle. The Four of Wands is very positive, so this is telling me that like even if you are going through it right now, babies, like it is leading you to the other side of something, because the Four of Wands to me is about coming back to your authentic self. It's about shifting into a more grounded vibration, especially like look at this imagery. They both seem so happy and content and joyous about life. So I feel like a lot of you, no matter what you're struggling with, no matter what might be happening behind closed doors, things are shifting into a really positive vibration for you. It's almost like you're dealing with a fuckload of chaos in order to get to that middle ground. It's almost like you're dealing with all of this, like, I don't know why they just showed me a visual of like tension, but part of this tension is because you're not acknowledging some sort of truth. Some of you are not listening to your intuition. You're allowing your mind to be clouded by illusions or deception. I also am hearing energy manipulation. Something about the stairs, like the spiral staircase. Got your family mad because you came out with the truth. It happens. Something about a long neck. I have no idea what that means, but okay. Just got a new job and there's been issues with your pay. Oh, that sucks, baby. Oh, we literally have the tower at the bottom of the deck. Who said they felt the tower? I don't know where you are. Literally low-key tastes like a Frosty. Interesting. I do feel like something about Tamagotchis. Do y'all remember those? Is that what they're called? The little like little things that you could like have little pets inside of in like the 90s or something. I'm also being pulled to the tambourine here. Some of you are being called to make more music, make new music, especially those of you that are like watching from a spam account and you low-key have a pretty big following, or you are like a pretty big musician. That's not going to be for everybody, of course. Maybe incorporating tambourines or like something that's very different than your normal sound. Very specific. Some of you are feeling pulled to like, so I'm going to branch out on that a little bit more. For a lot of you, I do feel like this is like a broader sense. That's only going to be for like one or two people. But there's something about you want to try something new, whether this is in your life or your art or your work or your, creativity. You want to try something new. So like if you're an artist, you want to try a new style of art. I just heard illustrator. You want to try a new style of illustration. If you're a musician, you want to try a new sound. If you are, I don't know, an actor, you want to try a new direction with that as well. And I feel like whatever this is, you're being pulled for a reason, but some of you are like not trusting it. Some of you, this could also have to do with math. I don't know why, but I'm seeing some sort of a math equation in my mind's eye. There's definitely something that has piqued your interest artistically, but there's a big part of this collective that is like running away from it. They just showed me a visual in my mind's eye of like running in the opposite direction. It's almost like you're afraid of taking a leap into this new medium is all I keep hearing on repeat. So for a lot of you, this definitely has to do with your creativity. But what you're not realizing, something about watermelons, I'm tasting that really strongly. What you're not realizing is if you would actually just take a leap into this idea, this is where you're going to go. But you're allowing your trauma or your mind to be clouded by, honestly, I am hearing for some of you some sort of distortion, some sort of illusion. Something about pomegranates are important, I'm also seeing. The Ace of Swords in the reverse position is almost always an omen to me of like rethinking some sort of idea that you could have been a little bit clouded surrounding. So because I'm picking up on something really strongly pertaining to like a direction that you want to go. This could be in your life, this could be artistically, this could be within yourself. Like take it however it resonates for you. Remember that there is literally No right or wrong answer to this. Whatever resonates for you is for you, okay? But some of you are feeling pulled to do something different, a little bit outside of the box. And I feel like you're allowing imposter syndrome or fear based energy to actually block you from taking this leap of faith. And it's actually standing in the way from something new from opening up for you. That Four of Wands being in the dead center is such a telling energy. Because this is saying that both the Ace of Swords and the High Priestess that are in the reversal on either side of this are you standing in your own way. Because the reality of whatever this is this energy here. It's very positive. For a lot of you, there's something about like this shifting you back into a more authentic version of yourself. And then we're moving into this energy here. They keep pulling me to it. So this is usually an omen to me that somebody is like doubting their intuition. They're disconnected from their higher self or their inner knowing. It's like secrets that have manifested within you that are causing you to be really withdrawn and detached emotionally and even energetically is what I just heard. For a lot of you, the blockage and kind of shifting into this energy is coming from a fear of failure is what I just heard. I also just heard perfectionism. And a fear of like not being received well. So those of you that have like a fan base, you're worried that your fans aren't going to accept this new sound, this new energy, this new vibe. That's in your head though. I feel like if you plan it properly, they will come, is what I just heard. Some of you, this is actually just going to attract a whole new fan base. Something about looking at out the window and like reminiscent. I don't know what that means. So like those of you that this resonates as your art medium, especially those of you that are an artist, I do feel like there's something correlating towards this new energy you're being pulled to. It's going to help attract a whole new stream of people. So you might lose some old people, but you're going to gain some new ones. And remember, I am seeing this as like an artist type of energy, but that's not going to be for everybody, okay? These are collective. Take it however it resonates. Maybe some of you are feeling disconnected from your intuition and you want to walk away from a group of people, or there's a job that you don't feel aligned with, or something along those lines. I really I don't know why the fuck I've been picking up on celebrity energy so freaking much lately, but I really am picking up on someone who has like quite a bit of fan base, and they're fearful that the new sound or the new path that they take with their career is going to kind of cause them to lose their fans. Something about hairspray. I'm smelling hairspray. It's in your head. It's an illusion in your mind. Charlie XCX is doing a rock album. Is she in the chat? I'll die. That's funny. I actually don't listen to her music, but I do know who she is. Anyway, on the other side of this, for people that don't have like a big platform or are like an artist of that capacity, I feel like there's a direction that you feel pulled, but you're afraid of taking the leap. And this is why we have the Three of Swords going right in the center of this reading on top of that Four of Wands. So a lot of you still have some anguish on your heart chakra. There's still some pain, especially those of you that have dealt with bullying trauma. So like, I guess we are bringing it back to like big celebrity energy. If you've been ridiculed in the public eye for the majority of your career or a lot, like, I don't know why I just heard Chapel Rowan level, part of whatever you want to do, you keep standing in the way of yourself doing because of what people might say. Fuck what people have to say about it. This is your career path. Why do I keep hearing Justin Bieber? Like, I feel like Justin Bieber's about to do something very different than his usual sound. Because, like, even that last album was kind of similar and reminiscent to, like, it was different, but, like, still kind of similar to his old vibe. I, like, never read into celebrities. That's so weird. There's a reason that's coming through so strongly. Now, remember that, like, tarot can give a message to one individual or a group of individuals, but it can resonate with you in a different way. Yeah, true. He's also been performing a lot more. I also think it's really interesting. This visual of the Three of Swords is really pulling me in. Some of you need to unpack some shit in your heart chakra, okay? Because what's blocking you from this energy is actually whatever this is. So there's like the strings that are pulling on this heart here are kind of giving me this omen that like there is something standing in the way of release, of celebration and joy. And it's like you're in this position where you're trying to heal, you're trying to move forward, but something's like literally standing in the way of that. And I feel like for a lot of this group, this is emotional. This is heart chakra blockages. This is emotional blockages. Tyler, the creator, just called out a fan for taking a pic of him in public, like chapel, and that's what I thought your TikTok reading was about. Interesting. I don't generally listen to him either, but the story made my heart feel really good for him. That's fair. I feel like there's some sort of inner child healing in this collective's energy, because we were talking about Tamagotchis, we're talking about like imposter syndrome and pushing through those parts of ourselves. So I do feel like a lot of this is going to correlate back to that in some way. We do have the Emperor going on top of the High Priestess in the reversed. So this is confirmation to me that some of you are not trusting yourself, especially when it comes to like a revenue stream, because if we think about Emperor energy as a whole, this is about your authority, it's about your power, it's about your finances, it's about your stability. So I feel like a lot of you are shifting into a more balanced position within your own divine masculine, gender not specific here, but there is a blockage in you fully trusting it, fully trusting yourself. Something about Aries energy could be important. We do have the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have Temperance to end off the tarot. So divine timing is at play in whatever this is. And I feel like a lot of you, like your angels are guiding you forward. They're guiding you towards this. They're encouraging you to kind of roll the dice and take a leap of faith. Yeah, there is a lot of hope being renewed. Trusting the direction that your life is leading you is going to help you to attract what it is that you want. And then the Five of Pentacles is underneath the star. So for some of you, part of the fear in taking this leap of faith is actually like you're afraid that you're going to like end up in poverty. You're going to end up back where you once were. You're going to end up in a position of sadness. You're going to be abandoned or left out in the cold in some way. Take it however it resonates for you. Remember, once again, these are collective messages, so not every aspect will align. But it's like you need to trust that like what's unfolding is fate, is what I just heard. I do also see some sort of like hope being renewed for this collective. It's like a renewed spark is what they just showed me. Especially spiritually speaking. I like that. All right. We're going to move into one of the oracles. I lost my elastic. Okay, you can just sit there for now. Excuse me, I did not say your name. Fucking Alexa. Did y'all hear her reply? Because I kind of feel like that's an omen of something. I kind of feel like that's Spirit's way of saying, like, we can't answer this for you. We can't give you the answers. She said, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. So it's like your spiritual guides, God, whatever it is that you believe in, because I feel called to mention you can be into tarot and also believe in God. Okay? Okay. Christians tell you that you can't, but Christians are also usually a little bit cuckoo bananas, in my opinion. But there was something that's symbolic about that, saying, like, I can't help you right now. I feel like it's just confirmation that, like, I don't know, like, Spirit can't help you find the answers, can't help you find the direction right now. Like, you have to find this on your own accord. You have to find the right path for you, is what I just heard. Interesting. Okay. So I'm being pulled to this one, as I had shown in the very beginning. This is the Island Love Wellness, or sorry, Island Time Wellness. There's like 3 oracle decks in one. So let's see what comes out. The way that was so fast, we have trust issues. Discern if trust issues are justified or unjustified. Trust is imperative to feeling safe and secure. Safety and security is a really big energy for this collective right now. And honestly, EDP 1313, I feel like this coming out right as you said that is you needing to work through some stuff surrounding your trust issues, surrounding your trauma. Perhaps there's an element of you that might be projecting old narratives onto new people. That's not going to be necessarily for you, but I feel like it could be. I'm also hearing that Drake song. Not a huge fan of Drake. I like how he represents Toronto, but like outside of that, I'm like, eh. I just think he's really egotistical. Like, you didn't come from nothing. Anyway. Yeah, what did I just say? That's so crazy. I couldn't see this card either. This was face down. Did y'all notice that? This was face down on my desk. This is baggage, not letting go, hanging on to the past, hurt issues, identity, heal patterns that impact relationships. That coming out with trust issues, such confirmation that some of you definitely need to let go of some pain of your past. Which, didn't I say that with the tarot and that 3 of Swords energy? It's like you're holding on to baggage from relationships or connections. These could be like career, platonic, familial. They do not need to be all romantic, okay? But you're holding on to baggage from past energies where people may have wronged you. They misjudged you, they hurt you, they betrayed you, whatever. They lied to you, manipulated you even. You are still carrying that baggage with you and projecting it onto people that are coming into your life now. Because not everybody is out to get you. Not everybody is going to hurt you. Not everybody is going to manipulate you. But until you let go of this pattern from your mind, expecting that, you're not going to be able to fully move forward. So basically, a lot of you are stuck in a bit of fight or flight, and your nervous system tends to get dysregulated because you end up scanning for potential threats that don't even exist. Because you think that people are going to hurt you because that's what your nervous system is familiar with. They're having a baby. I'm missing something. Their due date is right around the corner and you're struggling. So I feel like once you kind of unpack wherever that trust issues and baggage is stemming from, you're going to attract the passion that you desire for your life. For a lot of you, there is a really big emphasis on your creativity that came through super strong in not only the tarot, but it's coming through here. There's a part of this collective that needs to kind of embrace their passions. What makes you feel warm and fuzzy? What makes you feel fiery? What makes you feel passionate about life and yourself and the direction that you're being guided? I really do feel like there is some sort of like spark in creativity coming towards this group, but in order for that to come in, you have to let go of whatever you're still holding on to from your past. I also do sense that, like, those of you that are in a relationship, your connection is about to get really, really beautiful. There's about to be, like, a deepening of passion between the two of you. The chemistry y'all have is off the charts and undeniable, but it's about to get, like, even more. Those of you that aren't in a relationship, there could be something like that coming in for you. But this is what needs to be purged. This addiction. And it's going on top of trust issues. So this says codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and restraint. And then we have photograph. There is definitely an aspect of this group that is holding on to the past. You are holding on to a relationship with someone or something that was very unhealthy. It was very codependent. There was a lot of control issues or addiction cycles, some sort of blockage in the dynamic. And I feel like You could be looking at this person's photos or like reminiscing on the photos that you two had together. Or maybe it's the other way around. Take it however it resonates. Remember, roles can be reversed in tarot. But I feel like until that is released, until you acknowledge that this relationship was what it was, you're going to continue to stay stuck in a cycle of stagnancy. Yeah, literally, as I just said that. This says, later, dude. Love yourself enough to accept only the best. Let go of the wrong person. Be comfortable being alone. Yeah, this collective is going through some healing. You're healing from heartbreak and toxic relationships and patterns and codependencies, addictions, etc. Spirit is kind of encouraging this group to look a little bit more closely to the details. Make sure that you're reading the fine print, is what I just heard, whatever that means. I feel like that's symbolic more than literal. I do also feel some of you are going to get some sort of rectification, so like justice of some sort, from something that happened in your past. This could even correlate towards this person. This had to do with someone who like strung you along, who was kind of like using you for like a backup option, but wasn't really investing into you. And it's like the more you heal your heart, the more you recognize how to feel great within yourself, the more confirmation's going to come to light about that dynamic. Interesting. So we're going to use this one now, Spirit Secret Messages. Spirit is saying the path is clear. It's time to go for it. Go after what you want. Chase your dreams. Don't be afraid of your goals, is literally what I just heard. You're taking on too much energy, and that's unhealthy. Be mindful of people-pleasing. Be mindful of carrying the burdens or responsibilities of others. It is not your job to regulate other people's nervous systems. Spirit is working with you, not against you. This situation will result in bad karma. Adjustments must be made. Trusting yourself is really important for this group, and I feel like you don't. There is rapid movement. They're showing me like a wheel, like rolling down a hill. I have no idea what that means. I'm now hearing, shot through the heart, and you're to blame, baby, you give love a bad name. That's Bon Jovi, right? Correct. Don't hate me, but I'm not a fan of Bon Jovi. All right. You found it through the show Peacemaker. I've never seen that or heard of it. Somebody's working on themselves. This could be about you. This could be someone connected to you. Remember that roles can be reversed in tarot. We do have changes have been made. I don't know why I can't talk all of a sudden. Something about butterfly energy could be important. Butterflies to me are transformative. They're transformations. Like a metamorphosis even. Which made me think of Hilary Duff's like album from the early 2000s. Definitely some inner child healing here. So we haven't been feeling well. Some of y'all could be feeling physical symptoms of sickness. You could be purging some stuff right now, especially those of you that feel like you've been affected by evil eye or baneful magic of some sort, energy manipulation even. Please remember that that stuff's only going to affect you if you fall into a fear-based cycle and allow it, okay? No one can actually physically harm you with magic if you don't let them. Peacemaker is a good show because it's not entirely about superheroes. I will have to look it up. I'm not a big TV girly. If I'm going to watch TV, it's going to be anime or maybe a movie here and there, but we also have Fulfillment Will Be Yours. I saw something about him on Twitter recently about his cameo on the Barbie movie. I don't know if it was true. I never really know. And I never fact check stuff, but apparently like his team told him not to take that because it was like beneath him, and he was like, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm taking it. We have sneaking around. Someone's gonna get caught cheating. Don't know why I felt the need to sing that, but somebody's about to get caught cheating. This does feel like a woman. They're giving me a feminine energy. Somebody could want to get freaky with you. I've been feeling freaky deaky. You're on your way to see me. Got the mirror on the ceiling. You're in the mood to please me. Something about the fall could be important. So a lot of you are going to start to see like big shifts come in the fall, because this is going on top of the fulfillment will be yours and the working on myself. So I feel like this spring and summer is going to be really growth oriented for this particular group. There's going to be a lot of like inner child healing, a lot of healing within your sense of self and your stability, your structure. I feel like you're going to be really private about this as well. And then come the fall time, you're going to start to see a lot of rewards for your efforts. It's like they're giving me the term harvesting. It's like you're going to be able to harvest what it is that you want, what you want to create, what you want to build. I feel like someone, like, I don't know, to be totally honest with you, my love, like this could be someone in the collective that's cheating, or it could be someone who's being cheated on. Like I'm seeing a feminine energy getting caught cheating. There's something about the fall being really important though. Like I'm seeing September to the beginning of October, maybe even the middle of October. They're showing me like apple cinnamon, pumpkin spice vibes, like that type of stuff. I'm seeing something really significant shifting then. We do also have somebody wanting you to know that they love how you maintain yourself. They love how you care for yourself. Some of you might need to get yourself a pedicure or do a pedicure yourself. They do want to remind you to be mindful of what you speak. I don't know why I just heard practice what you preach, but this says you talk a lot of shit. So like Spirit's gently reminding you that like everything you put into the universe, you're going to receive that back. Okay. So if you're constantly talking negatively about another person, negative energy is going to find you. I personally don't think that there is ever a situation where you should be talking about another person in a derogatory way. Gossiping does nothing but lower your own frequency. We have feeling lazy. Some of y'all are feeling potatoey, as I like to call it. I like to say I'm potatoing. And didn't I say something about needing rest because I was channeling soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur? Some of you just need to be a potato. Just enjoy resting. Take the opportunity that you have right now to just kind of chill with yourself. We also have he's into magic. You could be attracting, like, I don't know why I'm hearing sorcerer. I don't like that, but okay. We also have magic being done on you and perspective change. Baby, I am so bad at having road rage too. It's something that I am continually trying to check myself on because it's not benefiting anyone. But it is hard because people are so stupid. Anyway, we have magic being done on you. And then we also have perspective change. I feel like something's about to change your perspective in some situation. Maybe about evil eye, maybe about baneful magic or energy manipulation like we did touch on earlier. I told you, somebody wants to have some fun with you. They want to get freaky. Baby, don't even get me started. It's time for union 1111. What did I say? Some of you are attracting a partnership. Some of you are bringing in a partnership. Some of you, your partnership is going to deepen. If you lived in my province, my love, you would have road rage too. No one here knows how to use a blinker. No one here knows how to like stay in their lane. They'll cut you off and almost hit you and take out your vehicle. And then they'll scream at the other driver instead of recognizing that they're the problem. Example, I was in what's called an en route, which is like a gas station with like a bunch of like food places that you can go. They're all along our highways, okay? So I was at an en route getting Starbucks. and I was turning onto the road to get out, okay? And I was turning onto the main road, okay? Key factor, main road. There is a van literally diagonal through the road, wailing and honking her horn, flipping off and yelling at the vehicle in a parking spot, a fucking parking spot. This other car is sitting in a parking spot, minding their own business. This woman is in the middle of the road, diagonal laned, losing her shit at this car. And I'm just like, so I honk at her. She doesn't even notice. That's how mad she was at this other vehicle. And I was just like, people here do not know how to drive. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. I was like, girl, your entitlement is insane. Like, you're in the middle of the road. Luckily, it's not a really populated road, right? But like, at the same time, I'm like, how are you getting mad at somebody else when you are literally doing something worse than what they are? Ugh. Ugh. We have chocolate for love. Please be mindful of emotional eating. Don't eat your feelings. Ontarians are worse. We also have bonfire hangouts. Some of you could be invited to like some sort of summer campground, summer hangout. Maybe you're gonna like go somewhere and have like a nice little cozy fire with somebody. Do be mindful of going in circles though. Don't repeat patterns just because they're familiar and they feel good, is what I just heard. Yeah, Spirit's encouraging this group to push themselves out of their comfort zone. Step out of your shell a little bit. Let go of that person. Walk away from that individual. Let the breakup happen, is what I just heard. Tingles and comfort, ASMR. Some of you, I feel like, are still holding on to a breakup from your past. You're trying to make better choices. You're trying to eat healthier. You're trying to take better care of yourself, whatever. This breakup could have happened in the winter. Others of you, it could have been like a long time ago, or it could be recent. Remember, once again, these are collective, so take it however it resonates, but there's a need for you to release it. You need to let go of the pain on your heart chakra, okay? I said that in the tarot. I said that in one of the other decks. It's time to purge, okay? All right, so we're going to use this one here, which is the self-care oracle, because you can never have too much self-care advice, in my opinion. My humble opinion. Some of you need to connect more with your womb space, okay? There could be some past sexual partners lingering in it. There could be past sexual trauma lingering in it. It's just time to clear your womb. You can do this through meditation. You can do this through visualizations, through prayer, whatever you feel called to. Also, this just flipped over. This says missing you. So sad, lonely, or alone, physical separation, let go and move on, thinking of each other and you. We also have connect with your ancestors. Some of you need to look into where your roots are. Look into your ancestral tree. Maybe make your ancestor tree. Something about digging into your core values, your core roots, I also just heard. How does one do womb cleansing? That's okay. I just explained, like, you can do meditation, you can do prayer, ritual, you can pull up YouTube videos. If you know any type of level of Reiki, you can do Reiki. There are coaches and people that you can go to if you trust them. That's the key factor. If your intuition says they're safe, then trust that. My best advice is to try to do it through your own meditation practice. My roots are everywhere. I don't know how or who to get connected to. So I personally did Ancestry.ca back in like 2023, maybe 2024, around that time frame. Highly recommend it. It actually helps you to, like, you can make your own tree that way too. But that's also how I found out I was Indigenous, which I thought was really cool because I'd always suspected that. I'd always had that like hankling in the back of my mind because my dad, like, in the summer literally looks like he's Indigenous. Like, there's no denying it, but there's no proof at that point. So then when I did my ancestry, I saw my DNA results and I was like, I fucking knew it. Also, some of my ancestors originated from Paris, which was really cool because I have France. I have French family members. And I did it when Amazon had a sale for it. So, like, you can do it that way. You could also do it the traditional way and go, like, do the digging into like the whole archives and stuff, but that was way more work than I was willing to do. But if you're not comfortable giving your DNA to a company, then that might be a better avenue for you. Ancestry.ca is what I did. You don't like Spain? Yeah, Ancestry showed me I also have Scottish, Irish, Indigenous, and French. And I want to say there's one more that kind of surprised me. But I recommend it because you can also do your tree, and if any of your relatives have done their tree or if they've done Ancestry, they'll pop up. Spirit's also encouraging this group to sync with the moon. You have Mexican, aka Indigenous as well, and you want to get connected. You should. When I saw, I was like, I'm white. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh like that. It's just the way you said it. It was really funny. That's so cool. Oh my god. It was really cool. Honestly, like, when I saw my breakdown, I was like, suddenly my whole personality makes sense. And what's really cool about Ancestry is, like, if you click into one of those percentages, because it shows you the breakdown of percentage of what you have DNA-wise. So if you click on it, it'll actually zone into the region that your ancestors come from. So, like, where that part of your DNA manifested from, which I thought was really cool. I love Spain. I went last summer and I'm going again in June. I've always wanted to go. Oh, well, no, I laughed so hard. That's fair. I pray to her and I see her in my dreams. That's cool. I've never really done any, like, diving into her. I bet it's a nice country, but I hate how they pick apart Central American accents. I mean, you're going to find that in every country. Like, maybe not, like, Central American, but you're going to find that about, like, every culture does something, you know? Like, every region does something. This collective is also being guided towards creating art, making something for yourself. And then we also have connect with fire. Some of y'all need to get more connected to the elements. And then we also have alone time. Some of you also, I'm being guided to mention, because this is like by a body of water, you need to get connected to yourself. Maybe go spend some time by the beach or the ocean if you have access to that. And then we have a burning bowl ritual. I'll explain that in a second. But some of you, yeah, you're being guided towards spending a little bit more time with yourself, but out in nature. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have the burning bowl ritual. So a burning bowl ritual, for those of you that don't know, is something that you can do to release and let go. So basically you just hit a pen to paper, write out whatever you feel like you need to write out and let go of, call upon your spiritual teams, your